Look what the fine folks at Bamboo Lab sent me. Not just a new X1 carbon, but they also sent an AMS2 Pro. They also sent some materials to try. I already have two X1 carbons, so a third one's going to make it a little bit of a tight squeeze. But we can make it work. Gaining access to the back of the printer is going to be a bit of a challenge. The only reason I need to get to the back of the printer is so I can access the waste bin. One of the things that makes these printers so awesome is that you can print in multiple materials and colors. When the printer switches to another material, it needs to purge what is currently in the nozzle. This little bit of waste falls down a chute and into a bin in the back of the printer, which I can't really access anymore. The plan is to have a mini conveyor belt system that will sit behind the printers. When the printer drops the waste, it will fall down the chute and onto the conveyor belt. From there, it will travel to another conveyor belt, and eventually to the waste bin. I've already done the designing in CAD and printed the parts, so let's get started. Starting with the legs, printed in PLA infused with carbon fiber. I'll press fit the 608 RS skateboard bearings. The PLA CF is lightweight and very rigid. Also, there's almost no shrinkage, so the bearings fit perfectly. With the legs done, let's move on to the belt. I originally designed this belt to be print in place, which actually works great in standard PLA, not as well in the PLA carbon fiber. It still works, but the hinges are a little crunchy. So I'm removing all the print in place pins and replacing them with strips of PLA straight from the roll. Now that the belt is done, let's move on to assembly. We'll start with these center supports and attach the beds. When I originally designed this, I had the motor mounted in the center supports, but I've moved it to the end leg. To keep the belt from sagging in the middle, I printed the support in TPU. The TPU has a very slick feel to it. I figured it would make a solid but slippery surface for the belt to go over. Here I'm just checking to make sure that the support is level before I tighten it. Next, the end legs. The length of this system made it difficult to keep in frame, so I apologize that there are some parts of the build you won't be able to see. This belt is oddly satisfying to manipulate. It's like a giant fidget toy. You can't see it, but I just installed the roller for the belt. This roller I printed in TPU. It was difficult to get the spacing right on those teeth. I'm using M3 nuts as spacers because the shaft on the motor is a little long. While designing, I was so focused on getting the distance between the two waste chutes right that I didn't even think about the power cord blocking the middle support legs. It's disappointing, but there's a fairly simple solution. Here's me trying to figure out if I can still make it work. No such luck. I also made it too short. The first change I made was increasing the height of the legs. I raised it up by 15 millimeters. I wanted to avoid having to completely reprint the beds. Instead, I printed 60 millimeter extensions that could just be added to the current beds. But by extending the bed, I also have to extend the belt. With that part complete, I wire these up with JST connectors. These will allow me to quickly connect and disconnect the systems together. It'll also allow them to be connected to the same power supply. I'm also making a sort of mini extension cord. Okay, first test run. In my mind, I thought they would just drop down nicely in an orderly manner. I have no idea why I thought that, but clearly I need to make some changes. We've got printer poo just falling all over the place. Some of them are getting stuck in the belt. It seems obvious now, but when I designed it, I didn't think of the waist as having tendrils that could just get caught in the little crevices, leaving me with dingleberries on the belt. So the next upgrade is a belt with no holes. And clearly I have some practice on making these belts now. Now that I have the belt on, we can move on to the next upgrade. which is this little slide that will direct the waste into a bin. These rails will help guide the waste onto the belt from the larger one. And finally, rails all along the side to prevent any from falling off on their way to the slide. Just a preliminary check to make sure the belt design is good. I'm happy with it. Time to do the same upgrades to the large belt. And with this final design in place, I will call this a win, even with the occasional straggler. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you have any ideas for an improvement, I would like to hear it.